Hi, I'm Bob Mewis. I'm from Hanson, Massachusetts. I'm the Director of Engineering here, and I've been with the company for 23 years. What we'll talk about today is the top 5 key materials regarding changes. Number 1 would be reinforcing steel and structural steel prices. We actually saw in a year-over-year difference, the price went down a little bit, enough that it has an impact on the overall cost on a large construction project. Ready-mix concrete. We saw a pretty good increase in the price year over year, which was about a 10% increase. That was based upon 3,000 PSI concrete used extensively throughout the construction industry, and that same kind of increase would follow suit across the other different PSIs, but the one that I wanted to point out was the 3,000 PSI. I always like to talk about construction grade lumber and plywood because while they're not used a lot in commercial construction, it does have an impact on light commercial and residential type construction. Both of those indicated a price increase of about 3%. That price throughout the year will fluctuate depending upon supply and demand, but on a year-over-year basis we did see a bit of an increase. Bituminous paving, which as we all know is needed for just about every construction project for parking and for roadways, we actually saw that price go down about 4% per ton. Interesting that that kind of follows the pattern of petroleum-based prices. Therefore, we do see that following suit on the bituminous paving. Copper wire has been on a downward slope for some time. It's interesting to watch what copper wire does because it does fluctuate almost on a daily basis. But on our year-over-year measurement again, copper wire has gone down. And one last point that I wanted to bring up, an interesting one about PVC pipe. Because there's been a shortage of some of the resins that are used in PVC pipe, we're seeing a pretty significant increase in the prices, and that'll have an impact on costs in the plumbing sections overall. We are tracking prices all the time, not only of the materials I just mentioned, but for all materials across the construction industry. So we will see some changes throughout the year.